What's up, Metaverse? It is Ross. It is raining like crazy out here, but I wanted to hop on here because I had a conversation with a group of people. They had told someone that they were bisexual, and the response was, "How do you know?" And I thought that this was kind of a interesting question and made me think a little bit about my teenage years, and it made me wonder about the energy of the question, the intention of the question, and really, if we keep it real, how do we know anything, right? But I feel like when you're asking a bisexual person, how do you know? I feel like that question is a little bit misused. What really happens is if the person's not mentally strong, if they're still depending on other people to validate them, I think a teenager or someone can hear this question, how do you know? And think, you know what? You're right. How do I know? Maybe I'm not who I say I am. So I have to prove to these invisible people or this person who won't be there in my life for any of the consequences to the choices that I make. I have to prove to them that I am who I say I am. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to engage in risky, non-intentional behaviors to prove to this person that I'm bisexual. I'm going to risk getting someone pregnant. I'm going to risk unsafe sex, all to prove that I'm bisexual to this person who doesn't give a shit. The how do you know is never really flipped the other way, because gay and lesbian people have this thing called gold star, right? Is that they have never been engaged with, dated, done anything with the opposite gender. So gold star lesbian, never, no men have touched that. Gold star gay, no women have touched that, right? And if you ask them, how do you know that you're lesbian or that you're gay if you've never XYZ? That question would probably be offensive. Straight person, how do you know you straight? It's like, what you mean? You woke up, right? You just woke up straight. How do you know you're bisexual? I woke up. If you really think about it, when people say, you know what, I don't like peanut butter, and people are always like, oh, no, you got to try mine. You got to try my auntie Shelly's peanut butter, the way no, I don't like peanut butter. Oh, well, how do you know? I can smell it. I don't like it. I'm afraid of heights. How do you know? You ever been on top of Mount Everest? You ever jumped out of an airplane to see how it feels? How do you know you're not afraid of heights, right? So then there's a component of maybe just humans just want you to adapt to whatever their viewpoint is or want to be right. But I think unintentionally, sometimes seeds of doubt are laid, and the ramifications, at least for a bi person, can really be unsafe. And bisexual, I used to be a teacher. I'm sorry, I don't want to be like this right now, but it's like, I am bisexual. Bisexual is not a verb.
Good morning, class. As you can see here is a basic sentence structure. A subject, verb, and an object.
Right, so how do you know? What you mean? I am. When we lay seeds of doubt, intentionally or unintentionally, we don't know what's going to happen on the other side of that question, or how people are experiencing our question, or if we're setting them up for success or failure just by our desire to know. How do you know? And keep in mind, people may ask that because they themselves are bisexual.